So I am back, and yes, I know it's been a while, but I tweeted yesterday that I didn't want to do anything that I wasn't proud of or that wasn't up to my standards and putting out really half-assed crappy quality content. So I decided to wait until I was ready, in the zone, after all the Thanksgiving hullabaloo, which I know if you're in the States, it's not until November, but welcome to Canada, it's in October. Anyways, so I am back. I am here to do a movie review with you, and this time it is going to be for Venom. Now, some of you are wondering, what is wrong with your face? Well, I got new glasses, bitch. A lot of people, well, mainly me, comparing them to Garrett Watts glasses. And yeah, I love them. I love these glasses so much. And I feel like I'm talking really fast, which is what Garrett does. I'm literally embodying Garrett right now. Anyways. Ew. The dog's looking at me like I'm crazy. Anyway, so, Venom review. Let's dive right in, shall we? Okay. Critics are evil. Not me, but the ones that get paid to review movies all the time to give it like that Rotten Tomato meter. Meh. They're saying that Venom is sitting at a 30%, but I very much so disagree with that. I don't think it at all deserves the 30% that it got. I much more agree with the audience score of 89%, for sure. This is a darker telling of a Spider-Man universe. No, Spider-Man is not in this movie. That's not a spoiler. It has been said that he wouldn't appear in the movie because they're keeping them separate. That being said, it still works as a standalone movie within its own kind of universe, but potential to cross over into the MCU because of that whole Marvel-Sony alliance that they've got going on right now. So, we see these characters who start to develop. So you have Eddie Brock, who's being played by Tom Hardy, Annie Wang, who's being played by Michelle Williams. You have Carlton Drake, who's being played by Riz Ahmed, and Doris Skirth, who's being played by Jenny Slate. All these characters are playing huge roles in this whole movie. As everyone should know, Eddie Brock is Venom. I mean, it shows you in the trailers, so again, not a spoiler, so you can't come for me. But Eddie Brock meets up with the symbiote. In the trailer, it looks like he's going in for an experiment. In the movie, you find out otherwise. I won't say how he gets it, but you find out otherwise how he kind of gets it. He gets this thing, and it's a very comedic journey, I'm gonna say. He's freaked out. Venom wants to take over his body and control, and they're kind of butting heads, but also helping each other, which is great. It's very buddy-buddy, but at the same time, not. You can totally tell that they're total opposites, but as the movie continues, you see a growth in both characters, and you can see how they can relate to each other despite how different they are, and they find similarities, and they actually do help each other out, and ultimately are the good guy of the film. Now, there's multiple symbiotes that are in this movie that you see. There's the black one, there's a silver one, there's a blue one, and there's a yellow one that we see. You don't get to, unfortunately, see all of the symbiotes in this movie. Something I went into hoping we would see like a glimpse, at least, of things, but really it only focused on two different symbiotes, and that would be Venom and Riot. And again, by the trailer, you can see Riot is one of the symbiotes in this movie that's the main villain. And so you see that Eddie's fighting with his symbiote and working together with him. You also see the other symbiote that's basically destroying everything and trying to basically wipe out humankind. And Venom is there to stop it, in a way. We have Michelle Williams' character, Anne, who she's supposed to be another symbiote in the comics. Her character is supposed to be another symbiote. And there's two other ones that we never get to see. Like the blue one, we never actually get to see what that turns into. We never get to see what the yellow one turns into. So don't go into this looking for, oh, I get to see the full-on human-alien combination look. You won't. You will only see Venom and you will only see Riot, and that is it in this movie. The storyline was very easy to follow. You were never confused. The CGI was perfect. It was really, really well done. The only criticism I would say about the CGI is whenever they opened up these tubes that these symbiotes were in and it was first coming out, it looked very cartoony, like almost like Sharknado effects, until it hit the floor and started crawling over towards people. That is my only criticism about the CGI. Everything else worked. At first, when this huge fight scene between Riot and Venom were on, I was like, wow, all I could keep thinking of was Transformers. This is just a mess and just kind of everywhere. But then once my head kind of like transitioned and focused more, I was able to actually, oh, okay, here's where everyone is. It's not just a big giant blob of black ooze everywhere. It's actual fighting. You can see the two shapes. You can see what's happening, and we're good. But right at the very first like minute of this fight, it's very confusing to see, and you have to try and differentiate between who's who just because they're moving around so much. One other criticism that I will say about this movie is there is a chase scene in a car. In the trailer, you see Venom kind of like shoot out of Eddie while he's on his motorcycle pushing cars aside, or he'll be like flying in the air and then Venom like grabs his motorcycle, pulls him back and keeps going. That whole scene lasts for like 8 minutes of the movie. It's very long, it's very drawn out. I get what they were doing because they wanted to show what Venom could do. They wanted to show how he was trying to work with Eddie. They wanted to show basically all of Venom's powers and the comedic banter between the two of them. But, oh, it's raining outside. But it lasted for so long that it started to lose its edge. It started literally turning into a Fast and the Furious movie. And I didn't come here for that. I came here for a superhero comic movie about the villain. The dialogue was really good. It was very believable. The storyline was easy to follow, as I said. You should not be confused when you go and see this movie. It's very comedic. There's only one F-bomb that gets dropped in the entire movie, but because it is 14A, they have to, kind of a thing. The violence in it is minimal to, like, average. There's a lot of people dying, and there are two scenes where you see Venom kind of, like, bite someone's head off. One, you see him have his mouth around someone's head, and then he just kind of whips them, and that's it. You don't see anything. Another one, you see him bite someone's head, and you actually see like the head pop and like blood splatter everywhere. So aside from that, that's about as gory as this movie gets, aside from like spikes being thrown into people or just like things exploding and people catching on fire. That's about as much gore as you're going to get in this movie. And again, it still works. I get why they didn't do the whole super gory because of it being 14A, because it's still a comic book movie. But the way that everything ends and ties up definitely brings on the idea of a sequel, especially the mid-credit scene. So, as I said, to wrap everything up, wonderful storyline, wonderful effects, believable situations, reactions, and things that people have said. And just overall, it's a fun movie. Don't go into it expecting it to be like super comic book accurate. Visually it is. Character-wise it is. Sony finally turned it up and was able to do something with Venom that they should have done back in Spider-Man 3. Sony, you need to let your directors and your writers have the time to create sequels and storylines to make sure that it is good and not put out half-assed crap. Because you ruined Sam Raimi, you ruined Amazing Spider-Man, don't ruin Venom or I'm coming for you.
You will be this honest, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
Anyways, overall, I'm going to give this movie an A-. I love it so much. It's so good. Some people might give it like a B+. I'm giving it an A- because it's like, it's just an A-. It's like, here's B+, here's A-. It's like that one number more. That's why I'm giving it an A-, because it's just that one number more. So, go watch it. Come back, give me some of your feedback, because I would love to know what you think about the movie. Leave it down below. Let me know what movie you want me to review next. Make sure you subscribe to all of my social media, which you will see at the very end. My Snapchat, my Instagram, my Twitter. Name it, it's down there. Subscribe to our other channel, which is Super Frown. No, it's not. It's called The Game Paradox. There's going to be a new video at the end of the month, so be ready for that. It's going to be fun. And yeah, I will see all of you next time, either with my Garrett glasses again, or with whatever glasses that I also have that are new. Stay tuned, beach. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you next time. Bye, bitches. Ha, yeah.
My life is a party, my home is the club. I party like a rock star, dance until I drop. My life is a party.